and welcome to the second episode of the Fanatical Seagulls, where we go in depth about Brighton. First of all, let's talk about the game. First of all, it's great to be back, winning another game in a cup, but I don't know. How do you feel? It's a 4-0, but play-wise...
Let's put it this way, it's definitely a second string team.
Yeah.
Couple of players stood out well.
It felt a bit like Everton at the first 20 minutes, but just for so much longer.
I think the first half...
Couldn't string a pass together though.
Probably the first half could have taken the lead. That's how...
They could have done better.
But to be fair,
they could have done better.
we had sort of fringe players in.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest with
Irons. Love it. Oh, Irons. Love it. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
But
What's he doing?
For me though, I just feel like, well, first of all, Matt O'Reilly coming in straight away and getting injured straight away.
Does it mean Gilmore's back into the transfer?
Is it a secret blessing?
Yes, it could
we
be.
were talking about this, weren't we?
About that early on. Gilmore could be our, that's his saviour.
But let's go on to talking about the what do you call it? The event. What do we call it? What's the proper word for it? The whole day anyway. It's good for the fans, isn't it? That don't have a season ticket to come. No, families, youngsters, isn't it?
19,000 in today as well.
And we got to think as well. We are going to build a bit more of a fan base, because I know that it's the opportunity for people in the local area to buy tickets cheap and to get the opportunity to come, and hopefully a lot of people do see quality in Brighton today, as much as I don't think we were as mint as we were in the last couple of games. But
we struggled a bit. To be honest with you. Yeah. And but you showed. But the quality.
Take it away, Crawley! No! Oh my days. They gave it all the big, and I gave them the front row.
It was a good opportunity for the youngsters to prove themselves. Second string teams at the moment. We're not quite thereabouts.
Yeah.
You can tell. I mean, unfortunately for Matt O'Reilly, so we spoke about 9 minutes and he's off.
Yep.
That could be out for a possible couple of months. So again, that's food for thought.
Couple of players coming back, Purvis, Stupinian, Verbruggen, and Ciso as well. To be honest, I'm a little bit surprised about Ciso. I thought today would have been his time to shine, considering he's done really well. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. Big out to Crawley fans. They're actually all right, and they did build some atmosphere, didn't they? Let's talk about the Crawley fans, actually. Do we rate them?
I thought their fans let them know they were supporting their team throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Made us look quite quiet at times.
Yeah, but fair play to fair play to
Good on them. Again, it was their cup final.
Should they have done a bit better though? Really? Because everything they did, but the final third they were slacking, weren't they? Really, just getting that ball, a couple of opportunities, a couple of sitters, especially in the second half. I'm very surprised that they didn't have one goal. Are you surprised about that?
I was. I mean, Van Bruggen had a couple of.
Love it.
As I say, Van Bruggen made a couple of good saves.
Yeah.
They had sort of one-on-ones. Defence was a little bit shaky at times.
Well, just the last one on the old match. Feels good to be, going back to the cups, and we don't have Europe this season, so how important is it that we properly go for something like a Carabao or an FA Cup? Because we got to remember, this is going to give us a qualification straight into a Conference League or Europa League, depending on which one it is. But how important, really, I think this year we need to go for something like an FA Cup or a Carabao. I don't think we took it as seriously because of last season with Europa. De Zerbi wanted to keep some players, so they weren't playing too much, and I think this year we need to go for it. I really
I think also as Fabian's learning curve for Fabian. It's his first World Cup competition.
Yeah.
He'd probably learned a lot today, to be honest with himself.
Yeah.
He could have probably had a few more senior players on that. But again, we got through. That's the most important thing. He's learned a lot from that game. The fans have learned a lot. Nice to see new young faces here as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll come back again.
Definitely.
And we'll hope for another home draw in the Cup.
Well, it's two players I want to mention, Carlos Baleba, and of course Igor as well. I thought these two players played really well, considering they haven't had a massive amount of game time. They look like the mature players that I think would be really good if, I don't know, Van Hecker was injured, Igor comes on. I would feel now, after that game, quite strongly confident that he's going to give a good enough job that Van Hecker would. Same with Carlos Baliba. I thought he was really good going forward as well. He took the ball forward, didn't he? Especially with Igor, he took control.
And I think also Van Bruggen had a good game as well.
Yeah.
So that's given Steele, and gives Steele a food for thought. He's not going to be picked, guaranteed number one. We have 2 or 3.
Is it going to be a rotation with the goalkeepers? And do you think it should be?
No,
Difficult.
I don't think it will be. I think Van Bruggen, once he's up and running, I think he will become number one.
Right.
Well, I don't think Steele will disappear though. I still think that Steele will stay at number 2.
No.
Because they all talk about Southampton looking for him in the transfer window. So I don't think that will happen.
Well, yeah. We want Jason Steele to stay, but anyways, the last thing we got to mention is we have Arsenal. This is now getting back into the Premier League, the serious stuff, the real stuff. And Arsenal is an intimidating, fiery club that always bring great atmosphere at the Emirates, to be honest with you. The last couple of times we were there, it's been quite scary, but we've had a couple of good games there, especially with that 3-0 that we had there. But how do you think it's going to go looking at this? Are we going to be playing many players from this? Because I personally think that he might resort back to some of the other players.
I think he resort back, but also I think this time we can give Arsenal a good game.
Yeah.
When we went last year and we was under the cosh for most of the game.
Yeah.
We had about 2 shots on target in the end.
Yeah, we did.
And
it was the year before that we did well, wasn't it?
Be 3. So again, I don't think Arsenal are going to go there thinking they got an easy win on Saturday.
No.
I think we could probably get a draw out of that. Would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I still think we could probably got good enough that we can get more than the point. I think we could probably get 3 points.
Hopefully. But as I know, Tony is going to the game, so we will see him for another episode of the Fanatical Seagulls. And, it's been your boy, LiNX Brighton.
And Tony in the zone.
Tony in the zoney, back in again. I thought you were going to say Tony in the zoney. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, like the video. You know what to do. Bish bash bosh. See you later. I'm out.